Have you ever walked into a room, felt people's eyes scan you up and down, and knew instantly they had already judged you, not by your skills, not by your voice, not by your mind, but by the clothes on your back? What would you do if an entire room mocked you? Not for who you are, but for what you wore. Family, today on Skin Deep Stories we bring you the powerful, emotional journey of a woman who was laughed at for her simple outfit, but whose words became the loudest, most unforgettable statement of all. Before we dive in, let me ask you, have you ever been judged for your appearance? How did you respond? Let us know in the comments. And please, if you haven't already, subscribe to Skin Deep Stories. Because here, we don't just tell stories, we tell the ones that touch the skin, pierce the heart, and change perspectives. Now, let's get into it. Nia Johnson was 28 years old, bright-eyed, carrying dreams bigger than the city lights of Chicago where she grew up. She had been invited to speak at a prestigious leadership conference in New York City, a place where CEOs, innovators, and future shakers gathered. For weeks, she had prepared. But the truth? She didn't have the money for designer suits or polished heels. She worked 2 jobs, one at a school library, another cleaning offices. When it came to clothes, she wore what she had. So on that chilly morning, she walked into the conference hall wearing a simple, faded blue dress ironed carefully but clearly old, and shoes that had seen better days. As she entered, whispers followed her. Some people snickered. A group of sharply dressed young women sitting at the back exchanged smirks. One muttered just loud enough for others to hear. Did she mistake this for a thrift store fashion show? Nia felt every word cut into her, but she kept walking. When she sat, a man beside her adjusted his tailored suit and smirked. Wrong event, sweetheart. This isn't Sunday service. The sting was sharp, but Nia kept quiet. Her mother had always told her, let them talk. One day, your voice will drown their laughter. Hours later, when her name was called, Nia walked up to the podium. The whispers grew louder. The smirks multiplied. Phones were lifted, some recording her, not for her wisdom, but for her outdated clothes. For a moment, she stood silently, scanning the crowd. She could feel her knees shaking, her palms sweaty. But then, she took a deep breath. Good morning, she began, her voice steady. I see some of you noticed my clothes today. And you're right, they're not new. They're not designer. They don't scream wealth or luxury. But let me tell you what they do represent. The room grew still. This dress has walked with me through rejection letters, long nights of study, and early mornings of work. These shoes carried me to 2 jobs to help pay for my education. And while they may not shine like polished leather, they've never stopped moving me forward. You see, my clothes tell a story, and today, so do I. As Nia spoke, the laughter died. Heads lifted. Phones lowered. Even the man in the tailored suit leaned forward, hanging onto her every word. She spoke about leadership, resilience, and the courage to walk into spaces where you're not welcomed, but where you belong. She spoke about a world too quick to measure worth by fabric instead of character, by labels instead of legacy. By the time she finished, the room was silent, then applause. Not polite claps, thunder, standing ovation. Some even had tears in their eyes. After the event, one of the organizers pulled Nia aside. You were incredible. Do you know who that man in the front row was? She shook her head. That's Harold Stevenson, the CEO of one of the biggest leadership firms in the country. He's offering you a position, full sponsorship for your projects. And, the organizer paused with a smile, he said he's never cared less about clothes in his life. But here's the twist. When Nia was ushered into a private meeting with the CEO, he confessed something that shocked her. Nia, he said, years ago, I was that person laughing at someone else's clothes. I never thought twice about it. But today you made me see myself in a way I can't ignore. You didn't just change the room, you changed me.